Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Steffy Forrester riding high over her firing decision. But Ridge Forrester soon becomes tainted when her secret agenda rises to the surface on the CBS soap. It looks like Ridge may soon discover his daughter's decision to oust Hope Logan isn't about her marriage, but what it is about may make him feel like a fool. Bold and the Beautiful turned Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, into Steffy Forrester's Jacqueline McSinswood sidekick for this new storyline. For every complaint that comes through the office door about the recent firing, Steffy uses a snarky remark to justify her deed. But she also has Ridge, and she turns to him for reassurance. The dutiful father never sways, as he backs her up every time the chorus plays about bringing personal issues into the boardroom. So far, just a few family members and friends suggested Steffy made an unethical move. But Bold and the Beautiful spoilers promise more. The Forrester daughter seems to bask in the control she holds today, especially with her father backing her up. Ridge Forrester sides with Steffy, and he believes that she got rid of Hope because she disrespects her marriage. He also seems to think that's okay in the corporate world. But Bold and the Beautiful drops hints that Ridge Forrester soon finds out what she is really after. And if this theory holds water, he likely feels like a fool because it's not his daughter's personal life she's manipulating but his. Steffy Forrester may know exactly what happened between Hope and Finn in that design office on Bold and Beautiful. She has a habit of lurking in doorways to catch what she can before entering a room, so she may know it was an accident. But this scene dropped in her lap, so she could have seen it as a useful tool. Steffy Forrester doesn't act like a wife concerned that her marriage is at risk. She was too quick to tell Finn she didn't blame him at all and made sure to pin it all on Hope. Steffy spent a lot of time dangling the HFTF line over her stepsister's head. While it aggravated Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, it wasn't enough to ruin her father's relationship. So, when a chance to fire Brooke's daughter popped up, that would be all she needed to put massive stress between Ridge and Brooke. If this is what the co-CEO was going for, it worked. Bold and the Beautiful has Ridge Forrester well aware of his daughter's wish to have her parents back together. And Brooke warned her about playing matchmaker when Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Buddick, returned to town. Steffy Forrester doesn't act like a woman worried about her marriage failing. She seems too confident lately on Bold and the Beautiful that Finn would never sway. That said, banishing Hope Logan from the SC campus seems like overkill. Soon, Ridge Forrester is bound to figure this out. The more she's questioned, the more desperate Steffy gets to keep the Logan daughter away. Ridge likely figures out that his daughter's insistence on firing Hope doesn't fit the crime, even if there was one. So, if Ridge Forrester learns he was used as a pawn, along with Hope, to put him back with Taylor, well, it would humiliate him. He's defending Steffy Forrester against accusations that this is personal to her. But if it was a matchmaking scheme for Taylor and Ridge, then he looks like a fool when others find out. Worst of it all, Ridge helped her play out this ploy with his unwavering support. So, is this an undercover matchmaking row set forth by Steffy Forrester? If so, Ridge Forrester will likely find it tough to face all the people he shot down when accusing his daughter of bringing personal issues into the boardroom. Especially if those personal issues might turn out to be his on the CBS soap. The Forrester Creations boardroom had seen its fair share of battles, epic power plays, betrayals cloaked in couture, and family feuds more explosive than any Fashion Week debut. But nothing, not even Brooke's countless returns or Sheila Carter's villainous reinventions, could prepare Ridge Forrester for the storm about to hit him. At the center of it all stood Steffy Forrester, CEO, mother, fierce protector of the Forrester legacy, and apparently the mastermind of a plan so intricate and devastating it would leave even the legendary Ridge speechless. It began subtly. Steffi, ever calculated, had been watching the chessboard of Forrester Creations with shrewd eyes. She had tolerated her father Ridge's whims for years, his yo-yo romances with Brooke and Taylor, his inconsistent leadership, and his tendency to let emotions bleed into business. But the final straw? Ridge's decision to bring Brooke back into the inner circle, offering her co-CEO status again, without consulting Steffi or Thomas. To Ridge, it was about unity. To Steffi, it was betrayal wrapped in nostalgia. Behind closed doors, Steffi began quietly consolidating power. She forged tighter alliances with Eric, playing up her concern for his health. She brought Thomas into the fold, promising a return to creative prominence if he stayed loyal. She even formed a surprising friendship with Donna, exploiting her tensions with Brooke. Each move was designed to isolate Ridge without him realizing it. But the piece de resistance? A secret partnership with an international investor, Mireille Dupont, a French fashion powerhouse with stakes in multiple European fashion houses. With Dupont's silent acquisition of shares, Steffi now had the numbers to call a vote that could change everything. Ridge entered the room, unbothered, smug even. He wore the confidence of a man convinced of his place atop the Forrester throne. Brooke, radiant as ever, flanked him. They expected a celebration, a rubber stamp meeting reaffirming their co-leadership. Steffi, in a sharp black power suit, stood at the head of the table. Her gaze was unyielding. Thomas was at her side, unusually quiet. Eric looked troubled. Carter, holding legal documents, wouldn't meet Ridge's eyes. "I've called this meeting today, not to discuss profits or upcoming lines. This is about leadership, about vision and legacy, and I believe it's time for a change." She continued, unapologetic. For too long, Forrester Creations has been dragged through the emotional turmoil of one man's romantic indecision. That ends today. Steffi was named sole CEO. Ridge was offered a consultant emeritus role, a glorified retirement package. The once unshakable Ridge Forrester had been outmaneuvered by his own daughter in front of the entire company. Brooke accused Steffi of being power-hungry, of sabotaging her father out of spite. But the media hailed Steffi as a visionary. Fashion blogs buzzed with admiration. The new Queen of Forrester headlines dominated. Even Mireille Dupont flew in to pose with Steffi for a Vogue cover. Ridge, humiliated and disoriented, retreated. His pride wounded, his legacy fractured, he left LA for a soul-searching trip across Europe, uncertain if he would ever return. Privately, she confided in Thomas, "This wasn't just about Dad. It's about freeing the company from the emotional chaos that's always held us back. We need to be ruthless now, innovate, expand, evolve." Did Steffi go too far? Was her rise to power a triumph of modern leadership, or the beginning of a colder, more cutthroat era for the Forresters? Even some allies began to wonder, had Steffi truly acted for the good of the company, or had she simply orchestrated a takedown years in the making?